Have you ever wondered why it's so hard to disconnect from the internet? In today's world, the internet has become an integral part of our lives. It's our source of news, entertainment, and a tool for work and learning. But with this constant access to an online world, a new form of addiction has started to take hold. This addiction isn't one that we can see or touch, but it's there, constantly tugging at the edges of our consciousness. It's the need to check our emails one more time, the urge to scroll through social media feeds, the compulsion to click on that next video or article. It's an addiction that has subtly woven itself into the fabric of our daily routines, making it difficult to recognize, let alone confront. Yet it's there in the extra hours we spend online, in the tasks we neglect, in the sleep we lose. It's a subtle addiction that creeps into our daily lives, often going unnoticed. So, what is it that makes the internet so addictive? Well, the answer lies deep within our minds. Our brains are wired to seek rewards, and it's this reward system that plays a significant role in our internet addiction. Imagine walking through a dense forest looking for food. Suddenly, you stumble upon a berry bush. You feel elated, right? That's your brain's reward system in action. Now let's translate that to the digital world. Every time you receive a like on your social media post, or when you find a helpful article in a sea of search results, your brain rewards you with a burst of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. This dopamine rush is akin to finding that berry bush, and it makes you want to repeat the behavior that led to it. But how does the internet come into play? Well, the internet is like an endless forest full of potential rewards. Whether it's the thrill of an online game, the satisfaction of an instant reply, or the delight in discovering a new meme, the internet provides an infinite stream of dopamine-inducing activities. The catch here is that the internet, unlike our primitive forests, never runs out of berries. It offers an unlimited supply of dopamine triggers, making it easy for us to fall into a cycle of seeking and receiving rewards. This constant stimulation can lead to what we call internet addiction. Moreover, the internet's design manipulates our reward system in subtle ways. For instance, the infinite scroll feature on many platforms keeps us engaged by always offering something new just a swipe away. Similarly, notifications are designed to grab our attention and lure us back into the digital world, promising a potential reward. So in essence, our brains are not the culprits here. They're just doing what they're designed to do: seek rewards. It's the internet that's exploiting this natural tendency, hooking us in with the promise of endless rewards and manipulating our behavior to keep us coming back for more. The internet, in many ways, has learned to play our brains like a piano. One of the main culprits of internet addiction is social media. It's a world that never sleeps, a place that's always buzzing with new posts, comments, likes, and shares. A bustling online metropolis where the lights never go out. Social media platforms are not just innocent bystanders in this game of constant connection. They are, in fact, meticulously engineered to keep us engaged, to keep us scrolling, to keep us coming back for more. The design is so sophisticated that it taps into our fundamental human instincts. The bright colors, the satisfying ping of a notification, the anticipation of a new message, all of these are equivalent to a digital carrot on a stick, luring us deeper into the labyrinth of our news feeds. What's more, these platforms have a secret weapon, the fear of missing out, or FOMO. This phenomenon amplifies our inherent need to belong, to stay in the loop, and to be part of the conversation. It's a powerful force that drives us to constantly check our phones, to refresh our feeds, to respond to every notification. Think about it. How often do you find yourself scrolling through your social media feeds, not because you're looking for something specific, but simply because you're afraid you might miss out on something? This fear is not unfounded. With the speed at which information travels on social media, missing out is a very real possibility. But at what cost? Social media platforms are incredibly adept at exploiting this fear. They create a sense of urgency, a need to stay connected, a compulsive need to be in the know. They use algorithms to feed us content that they know will keep us engaged, keep us scrolling, keep us addicted. And it's effective, incredibly so. We spend hours upon hours, days upon days, lost in the web of social media, tethered by the invisible chains of FOMO and the relentless pursuit of digital validation. Social media has become a digital drug that many of us can't seem to quit. It's a high that's hard to come down from, a craving that's hard to ignore, a habit that's hard to break. But like any addiction, the first step to recovery is acknowledging the problem. And that's what we're here to do. But what are the real-life consequences of this addiction? Just as the web of a spider is intricate and complex, so too is the web of internet addiction. It silently spins its strands around various aspects of our lives, impacting mental health, relationships, and productivity in ways we may not even realize. When we talk about mental health, the constant connectivity that the internet provides can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it keeps us informed and engaged, but on the other, it can lead to feelings of anxiety and depression. The constant barrage of information and the need to stay updated can be overwhelming, leading to stress. The endless comparison on social media platforms can also make us feel inadequate, leading to low self-esteem. Moving on to relationships, internet addiction can create a digital divide between us and our loved ones. We tend to spend more time interacting with our screens than with the people around us, leading to feelings of isolation and loneliness. The irony is that while we are more connected than ever before, we are also more alone than ever before. Productivity, the engine of our personal and professional growth, can also take a hit. The allure of the digital world often distracts us from our responsibilities, affecting our performance at work or school. We might find ourselves procrastinating more, unable to focus on tasks at hand because our minds are elsewhere, tangled in the web of the internet. But it's not all doom and gloom. The internet, like any other tool, can be used for good or ill depending on how it's used. The key is moderation and balance. It's about using the internet as a tool to enhance our lives, not to control them. It's about setting boundaries, taking digital detoxes, and remembering that our real lives exist outside the screen. It's about understanding that while the internet is a fantastic resource, it's not a substitute for real-world experiences, face-to-face conversations, and the simple joy of being present in the moment. As with anything in life, too much of a good thing can quickly become a bad thing. So, how can we break free from the chains of internet addiction? Let's delve into some practical tips and steps to combat this modern-day challenge. Firstly, it's crucial to acknowledge the issue. Like any addiction, the first step towards overcoming it is recognizing and accepting that a problem exists. It's okay to admit that you've fallen into the web of internet addiction. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather the first sign of strength and courage. Secondly, set clear boundaries. Allocate specific time slots for using the internet and stick to them. Whether it's for work, online education, or leisure, setting time limits helps in keeping your usage in check. Thirdly, substitute online activities with offline ones that bring joy and fulfillment. You might rediscover a passion for reading physical books, painting, gardening, or even cooking. These activities not only help in reducing screen time, but also contribute to your overall well-being. Next, practice digital detox. It's the process of refraining from using digital devices for a certain period. Start with short periods like an hour or two and gradually increase the duration. This practice can help reset your mind and break the cycle of dependency on the internet. Fifthly, find a support system. Share your challenges with friends, family, or a professional counselor. They can provide the motivation and encouragement needed to help you stay committed to your goals. Lastly, develop healthier habits. Regular physical exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate sleep are vital for maintaining overall health and well-being. They also play a critical role in managing and overcoming addictions. Remember, breaking free from the chains of internet addiction is not an overnight process. It requires patience, commitment, and consistency. But it's a journey worth embarking upon. Remember, the power to disconnect lies within you. You have the ability to control your internet usage,